Bill Goudy checking in. 34 degrees outside, 67 in here, 99% humidity outside, 40% humidity in here. I'm stuck in the camper. It is so wet and sloppy. Snow is starting to melt, and this underneath is just, can't get nothing done. I had planned on doing some chowder, some of my homemade chowder outside in the Dutch oven. Yeah. Nah, that isn't going to work. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try making it in the can cooker. And I don't know why it won't work. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, it'll cook fast in the can cooker, but then for it to thicken up, once it's cooked, I'll take the lid off and just let it simmer until it gets to the right consistency. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Join me. Check it out. I don't know if you can see that or not. That says, it's in the bag that's been in the camper, down in one of the storage compartments. It says can cooker on there. Seth McGinnis. I won this from Jack's Drinkwater a couple years ago. I'll tell you what, it sure does come in handy, particularly on days like today. All it needs is a heat source. You can put it over the campfire, you can put it over any kind of flame, and I do it right in here on the stove, and that's what's going to work out today. This is they make different sizes. This is the smallest of the sizes, but that's what we're going to use right there. Some fish I'm going to use. This is some freshwater drum that I caught this last spring, and put it in the freezer, and I'm going to cut it up in chunks, bite-sized chunks. I've cut this up into bite-sized chunks. I cut out the lateral line, the dark meat. I don't like that, and I don't think a lot of people do. So that's right down the middle of the fillet, and I probably should have just showed you how I did that, but I just take my knife and I cut a V notch on either side, cut that dark meat out of there. So I got all nice white flaky bite-sized chunks. I do have a partial thing of sausage. That's what I'm going to use because this fish is lean and I'm going to cook it first. So I'm going to use I don't know, that's just a little over a half a pound. Oh no, that's 12 ounces. So I suppose that's maybe 8 ounces of pork, ground pork. That's looking good. So I'm going to add the fish now. I'm going to pre-cook this fish. Brown it up a little bit. I noticed that the can cooker is very much like a pressure cooker, and unless you put a brown on it ahead of time, it isn't going to brown up. It'll steam it. It'll boil it. So here's what we're going for. We got some nice white flaky fish with some pork sausage that is done, and it's cooked the juice. That juice is from the fish, and that's what I'm looking for right there. That fish is tender now and flaky. I'm going to add 2 cans of clams with the juice. 1 bottle of clam juice. I went ahead and pre-diced my onion, garlic, celery. I had a couple of those small sweet peppers. They're like a bell pepper. I used a yellow and a red. And then I had some baby portobello mushrooms I chopped up. That all goes in. That was about a medium onion and about 3 stalks of celery. I don't know, 2, 3 small little peppers. That'd probably be 1 bell pepper, what it equals to. Season the taste. If you had some of those scallion onions, that'd be good too. I didn't have any. I just had regular, just a medium onion. Well, that looks good. Now we add cream. Heavy cream. I like to use heavy cream because I like the thickness of it. Now if you wanted to season this would be the time to add any salt or pepper or garlic powder or any of that kind of stuff. I got real garlic in there, so I'm not going to add anything to it. I don't salt a lot of my stuff. And put the lid on and let it cook. Once it starts steaming, I'm going to let it cook for 20 minutes. Once steam starts coming out of that hole right there, I'll start the timer. I mean, that's just how easy it is. 1 pot meal right here. One thing I've noticed using the can cooker is you got to crack the window and turn on the vent fan. Otherwise, I've actually had my carbon monoxide detector go off. Yeah, having that on. I don't know if it's the steam it produces or what. I have not had that problem with just having the burners on. It's just now starting to steam. I'm not sure the camera's picking that up, but it's just now coming out good and hard. So I'm going to give it 30 minutes. I'll set the timer for 30 minutes now, and in 30 minutes we'll just put it on simmer. It's been 30 minutes. Let's check this out. It smells good. Oh yeah. It's hot. Oh yeah. I'm going to let that simmer a little bit and get a little thicker. It's just not quite as thick as I'd like to have it. It's alright. I could eat it just like that. But I want it to wait. I want it to wait just a little bit longer. Probably about another. I'm going to simmer it for about another 30 minutes or so. Just because. Because I want it thicker. Can you see in there? Can you see that goodness? Look at that. Oh yeah. If you could only smell that. Oh. It is time. You're going to hear me say it. Look at the goodness. It is thickened up nicely. Look at. Oh yeah. You know, I used to eat saltine crackers before I went low carb. I kind of miss them right now because I would love to have some saltine crackers with this. Yeah, I could make some toast, or I could out of that Ezekiel bread, or I could use a tortilla, you know, the low carb tortillas, but I think I'll suffer without. Look how hot that is. That smells so good. Can you see that? Let's dig into that, shall we? Look at this. Big Bartley's on. It's still raining hard, coming down. They said we're going to get up to 1.5 inches. You look at that. It's hot. Oh, wow. Oh, if I could just tell you about the flavors. Oh, that is so good. Wow. I'm gonna do that again with it. Make it again with the drum. That drum is excellent. Excellent. And I can, you know what? I can taste the sausage in there too. And I tell you what, you normally would use bacon, cut up bacon pieces. And I almost like that sausage better. This is so good. It's very hot. Just the perfect consistency. The right amount of thickness. The flavors. It's so good on a cold, rainy day. A lot of times they get a lot of moisture in here, and I gotta be careful about that, especially this time of year. Thank you for watching. I'm going to finish eating, listen to Dick Bartley, climb up in that bunk, and hopefully tomorrow is going to be a better day. Bill Goudy out for now. I see a bad moon rising.